again, we are all humans. I have been a referee for around
What about this move now?
Oh no. Here we go. Okay. Do you want my personal opinion or the opinion of a referee? Referee.
Both.
So, there is like this.
I'm above the table,
yes.
But my arm.
And also,
going
everybody is seeing this. His biceps is leaning this way. Yes. His hand is still like this. So you're not losing. But as soon as I do like this,
it's dangerous position.
I will call you for dangerous position. You need to go up to center again.
But
I will say up, up, up.
is this now considered open top row or a king's move?
That is a hairline discussion. I'm not going to take. But it
because if I would be the referee,
yeah?
I would say stop.
Yeah. Okay.
So what do we do now? No, seriously, this is a very important question that should be asked everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Because actually here I already lost the match if you see the honest part of the game. Because my arm is fully stretched and...
So if now we are two referees, with one in each side. I'm standing on this side here. I'm the second referee. I can see that Krasimir is too low. I'm going to say up, up. And I will push him to get up.
And I am not even low right now.
No, but a little bit lower, like this. So his biceps is now like straight, like this. Then I would say up, up if you're in the losing position. If you are in the winning position though, like this, I would not call for it.
Yeah. In losing position, in winning position, yeah, but...
In winning position, it's okay
here is very
to be
tricky.
like this.
Here
yes,
very tricky.
it's fine. But this is absolutely not fine, and I would call for it because it's also a risk of injuring yourself really badly.
So king's move is only acceptable in winning position.
Yes, true. Yes. Now my personal
joke.
opinion on king's move, it's shit.
Yeah. The thing is that it should not be part of the arm wrestling.
No, I agree. But that is a discussion we have to have between in WAF, between the countries, and take up in the kind of the Congress
There
that we
must
want
be
to ban
voting.
it.
There must be voting
Yeah.
between the referees actually.
Yeah.
Is there anyone in this room who likes king move?
And actually not only between the referees, but between the competitors as well. This is what I think, because if 90% of the people think that this should be forbidden,
yes.
why should we listen to the other 10% who claim that it's fair?
No. My personal opinion is that it's not good, and it's very uncomfortable to be a referee with king's movers on the table. You are kind of scared because you know that this is an accident waiting to happen, more or less.
Even without the accident, it's still not fair for the other.
I agree.
Because
here,
if the opponent of my opponent is hook puller, he's almost not impossible to win that match. He needs to top row me. So you cannot be just hook puller this way. You must be top rower as well.
So my opinion is this, and the rules are the following that we have also
What about Revas being top rower pressing Michael Todd to win him?
I saw that match. Heads off. And I was like, oh no, it's bad.
Heads off to Revas.
Yes. So that was king's move. What do we have more? Okay, yes. Then we have started the match, and I can do this because I think that you cannot. So I will go over the center line. This is forbidden. You are not allowed to have your head on the other person's side. Shame on you. Yeah, this line in the middle, that divides you. You are not allowed to push your shoulder or your head over to his side. That is a no-no. Then you are also not allowed to touch like this. I'm not so flexible, but I can still touch my own like this. And if it's a little bit of an extra push, I can for sure do it. This is not touching. Everybody sees this. This is not touching. This is. It needs to be the fist touching you.
My hand, the opponent's hand, not...
No, so like this. Yeah. But it's not, this is not touching. You have to understand it.
What is the call from the referee when you touch?
Foul. Stop. Foul.
Okay.
And very clearly.
Okay.
Stop.
No warning.
Foul. No warning, no nothing. You're touching your own body.
Yeah.
It's the same if you go over the center. It's also stop, foul.
I would have a question.
Yes.
It's It's not about this move, it's about
No?
something else. Can I do it?
Yes.
Can we do this?
Yes, I know that. That's my next thing. Yes, okay. Because this is a question I often get as a referee. Am I allowed to put my leg up here? And you are, as long as your opponent thinks it's okay and you're not going to use that leg. Because if he says, I want this, and he's like, I will have to take my leg down and put it somewhere else. Oh yeah, you're going to pull me, huh? So it is allowed as long as your opponent says it's okay.
Hey, your opponent can actually kick your leg.
Your opponent can say, no, I don't want the leg there. Remove.
Yes.
Before the match.
Yes, but you cannot do it when the match is started. It's another thing. Yeah, but to start like this is only okay if your opponent says it's okay.
Interesting question. What
Yes.
if you put your leg there?
Yes.
I don't see it's there.
Yeah.
And we start the match and we're pulling and now I see that I start to...
Yeah,
It's
then it's
too
okay because it's your leg. You can kick me as much as you like. Yes. You cannot not.
It's not considered bad behavior?
No. The thing is that, of course, because this is your side, you want to get rid of me. Of course, if you did like this and kicked me in the balls, if I was a guy, I would be very angry and say, no, no, that is bad behavior. That is for sure bad behavior. But this is your leg. This is your side. And you remember what I talked about, the center here? He is on your side. Okay, there's that, and that. And you're touching yourself, and you're going over the line.
And
Yes.
more question about the legs.
Yes, yes.
Can you put your both legs up?
No.
No.
So one leg in
One
the
leg,
front.
even if it's just a toe.
But I think now they said from this year that you can
Okay.
Lift
up to
both.
legs, no?
Yes, I heard.
I think that yes.
They
Okay,
change
then
it
I
all
need
the
to read up
time.
on the rules. I have not heard about
You
this.
have to ask.
Yeah, I
Can
have.
can I put my leg up like this?
Nope. It's okay here. Here is okay, but here,
Okay, no.
no.
So, here now.
I would probably say, oh, nice legs like this. I would fully enjoy it. Or I'd be like, oh. No. Of course, the legs belong under the table. But sometimes I can see people pulling that are like up here, but when you're up here, then it's not okay anymore. Then I would call for warning and say, take your leg down.
I have seen people pull it like
Yeah,
this.
I have seen it too. And it also, again, depends on the referees.
Did you say about this?
It's not missing the other.
Yes, we've already talked about that, because I'm an expert in this myself.
Yeah.
So I think it's a very important part. So we have covered this, and we have covered that, and we have covered false start. Then it's time for slips. This is also very important. So there are a couple of things that you need to remember when you're sleeping. Guys, if I think that you're trying to hold on and you still slip out, it's okay. But there is another version that I very often see, and it's this slip here. And that is very intentional. You are really trying to get out. The hand is completely open. You're not by any means trying to hold on. What I look for is an intention to hold on, even though it's really hard. And I'm pulling and I'm pulling and I'm pulling and I'm pulling and I'm pulling, but I still slip.
Wait. You say I can't do this?
Yes, but there is a difference between doing this and doing this.
Yeah.
This
Oh, it depends
hand
on this
here.
or
Yeah.
here.
Your finger just...
This hand is not trying to hold on. We can all see this. This hand cannot hold on to anything. This hand, on the other hand, is trying to hold on because the fingers are still closed. I would not call this to be intentional. You have to remember it goes quickly. We're trying to see everything, but it's also a second. So I'm looking for an open hand. I'm looking for intention to hold on. So what happens if I think it's intentional, you will get a foul. And the match will
What
restart.
about this slips from here now?
Yeah,
And this also
What
open.
is the situation?
it's also open. You're not trying to hold on.
No.
No?
I mean, if you top row me,
Yeah?
It's
Yeah.
open.
Sorry?
It was open.
Yeah, it was open.
It's in losing position.
And it's also in losing position because you're close to the pillow. Okay, like this, here, and you're trying to slip here. Whip. You're so close to the pad that you're slipping in losing position, and I'm going to be the winner anyway.
Okay.
Which would never happen.
Here in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah. Then it's not losing position, and I think you're trying to hold on. So I would give you the benefit of a doubt and say straps.
So this slips from down.
Yeah.
The most important thing is the
Yeah.
center should be here.
Yeah.
If it's here.
Don't try to slip too close to the pillow.
Like when, no, like referee can see sometimes if you don't attack, but you just really.
Yeah.
try
Then
to
if you really, and that's.
it like depends of
Yeah.
situation also.
I'm also always looking for, is there an intention to trying to hold on while he's pushing?
But
You're trying
sometimes
to
it's hard.
really hold me. You're trying to get there. I can see that your fingers are bent like this. They are not like this. You're not really trying to get out. Because you want me there, of course.
But sometimes it's really hard to see.
Yeah. And it's really hard. I will repeat this again. We are trying to see everything, but sometimes you end up with a referee that said like you, be quiet. Or your referee said, be quiet. You cannot be sure. If you are then again not sure, and you think that the other one was slipping intentionally, you can call for a protest.
Yeah.
It's always that option.
Just go to the table and pray for a good referee.
Yes.
Yes.
Can I show you something?
Yes, come on.
I need to move.
Yeah.
If I push that way, my opponent in the middle,
It's not a pin.
it's not a pin,
No.
it's fall or not.
So I'll show you. Here in the center,
If it's
Yeah.
here or here.
this part here is called a sacred space. It's neutral. So you cannot pin anyone here.
On his side.
Yeah.
So what is it?
You restart.
Yeah, it's a reason.
You continue until you don't.
No.
You should bring it a little bit
Yeah.
from
So
this
if
side.
I'm here and I'm trying to pin and I would like try just a little bit to go outside, because then you have a pin.
If it's
But here it's not a pin.
it should be here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Question,
Yes.
and everybody will see it in East-West 4.
Yeah.
When one fighter will establish like this,
Yes.
and he can establish his shoulder on one line,
Yeah.
but he stays charging to beat
Yeah.
to beat inside.
Okay. You stay there. I will now be the referee, and I will look for this, and I will say shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. Hold his hand. Hold his hand.
But without problem, but
Shut up.
with he
And rotation.
has
Right.
advantage.
Please put your elbow down. Hold his hand. Okay. First of all, now his shoulders are okay. Then I will do like this, and I will say back, 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 back.
There must be
But
one
he
fist.
stays-
There must be one fist.
Yeah. There must be a distance here.
Distance here.
Yeah. And now it's okay.
It's okay,
Yes.
but he has advantage.
Yes. But
Stay
it's,
in charge
yes.
to
But-
beat him.
Yes.
To
It
beat
is.
from side.
But
Yep.
it's his prerogative because he's following all the rules.
But it's also your job to fight for your center,
Yeah.
you know?
Pay attention
True.
to that angles.
Are you listening to Bozhidar?
Yeah. Like it's your job to fight for your center, you know?
Yeah.
Like not to let the other, because like most of the
Let you go, I
yes,
must fight
yes,
my space.
yes, yeah.
No,
Because most of the times, like the referees, like let the other guy a little bit supinated, you know?
That's we are talking
Yeah.
about. The professional referee, don't let him to stay charge to side strike. To
It's-
side strike.
Okay.
Because the angle is winning.
It is still
It
okay.
is it's very hard to
Yeah.
open.
Okay,
this.
okay. Listen
Means
to me.
maybe that it needs to be
You and me. Stand here, Anna.
rotate
okay.
from his
Yeah.
side. Like
Okay, you
say,
stand like he's
rotate,
talking about,
yeah.
like really like this here. As soon as we have reached center,
Yeah, yeah.
center, center, it's okay.
That's
That
I'm
means-
talking.
Or if it's
Yes.
like that,
This
it will be
will never
rotated.
happen.
It
Yeah.
will be rotated.
Yeah. No, the elbows
No.
doesn't need to move.
Center.
No, no, no. So, Anna's standing like this, and it's here. And I'm saying center, center, center. If Anna's arm is flexible enough to go like this and still load, she's allowed to do it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Loose position.
Yeah, but that's up on her. If she wants to look like this when she starts, it's fine by me. I don't put any values into that at all. I look for the aligned shoulder, the center in the table, and the center to the side. Yeah,
If he is like that,
yeah. Then
Yeah,
I will,
so
first
you
of all, I
have
will
to
say
rotate.
rotate, rotate,
Yeah, just
rotate until it's straight, and then I will look for the center in the table and then I will start the match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Очень большая проблема, что этого не
But
видно.
very often
Да.
judge doesn't see
Вот
this
я могу
problem.
стать так, что судья не увидит того, что
He
парень
can
сделал.
stay
Заряжает.
in the frame of
Да.
rules,
Yeah.
but referee can't see this.
Это очень важно
Advantage
в поединке.
to be he stay charge.
Yeah.
It's because you know, like because most of the referees they learned to be referees, and but they most of them never experienced real arm wrestling match.
На боковой удар. Если ты вспомнишь, как боролся Цонин, да, и стоит тут заряженный человек вот так, с ударом сюда.
So,
если центр, не, центр должен быть здесь. Так все в порядке.
yeah. And as long as your elbow's on the pad, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
just shoulders.
Yeah, and then I would say shoulder, 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 and I would make sure that there is a distance here, like this, and then I would say
А
ready.
теперь смотри, ты стоишь в
Сейчас
защите, он стоит в нападении.
Мне просто куда это
О,
так.
да, иначе бы ты стоял в защите. Иначе бы ты стоял в
Самое
защите.
главное, что рефери заметил
Во.
эту центр.
А он этого не видел.
Okay.
В этом часто.
But it's also,
Окей, thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. It's also, guys, it's also like Bozhidar says, a lot of the referees are not arm wrestlers.
О,
We need to remember this. A lot of the referees have never arm wrestled themselves, or very little. They are not professional arm wrestlers, meaning we enforce the rules that are in the papers, and we look for the angles and the grips and all of the things that we have been taught. I do arm wrestle, but if you look at the group of referees, about half of them do not arm wrestle at all, and would probably never. They are arm wrestling referees.
This will never understand the deep of the
No.
arm wrestling.
So, if you look at me, and this is from my honest heart, as a referee, I'm always a little bit engaged because I know how much the athlete has spent to get to the table. Meaning I really try to look for a fair start.
But
I would never, ever give advantage to anyone whatsoever if I can stay away from it. So what you're talking about here, when you're like this, of course, I pull girls that look like this because they
Yes.
want to start like this. But as soon as we are in the center, you cannot do anything about it because I'm following the rules. I am not allowed to adjust your elbow if your hand is in the center and your shoulders are aligned. So it's very important to know we have a big rule set, it's like 10 pages, everything is very clearly stated, and that's what we need to follow. Okay.